everyone, and welcome back to Probably at the Library. My name is Melissa. So I thought today we would mix it up and do something a little bit different than just books and book reviews. You guys always tell me that you enjoy my style, which I really appreciate. I know it's a little out there and a little different from most other people, but after years of kind of trying to chase what was in style and never feeling like me, I feel like I found a style that really suits me and suits my personality. And if you can't enjoy clothes, then what is the point of getting dressed every morning? The point of being dressed every morning is to be clothed or not have fun with it while you're dressing. So I asked you guys on Instagram and you were absolutely no help. I did a poll if you guys would rather see individual articles of clothing or if you would rather see outfits, and everyone equally voted for both. So I thought I would start with my Doên collection first, and this is proof of why it's good to go through your closet. I thought, oh, I only have a few Doên blouses, that'll be an easy place to start. I started pulling them out and I realized I believe I have 17 Doên blouses, which is just crazy to me. So Doên is a gorgeous brand. They're very vintage inspired. They are definitely on the pricey side. I would say probably 50 to 70% of my collection is used off of Poshmark. So I've been able to get some fantastic deals on there, and then I shop their sales that they have periodically throughout the year. I don't know if they're called an annual sale or what they are, but you can normally get some really great, like 40 to 60% off discounts. I do feel like these blouses, and I also have Doên dresses, I'll do a video on that too, are an investment, but I reach for them so often. I never get tired of wearing them. To me, they're just so gorgeous, so beautiful, so much detail that they're worth the price, and they do hold their value pretty well for reselling. So if that's the concern for you, if you do get tired of clothes, know that you can also resell them and probably get back quite a bit of what you spent. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, I do not know all the names. The Doên blouses and dresses all have names to them. I did not look them all up, so if I know the names, I will tell you. If not, just please bear with me. So this is the first blouse that I have. This is just, it's stunning. I mean, I'm going to say that for all of them because they're all equally stunning. But there's so much detail. What really drew me to this one was the sleeves. And then if you can see, there's also a little bit of detail on the sleeves there. The collar. This is extremely sheer. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But I personally wear it with a little cotton camisole underneath just because of the sheerness. You could also wear it overall something like this, but you have an extra detail of, let's see if you can see here, so there's pleats here and pleats all across the back. So Doên just really goes all out. The fabrics, the details, there's embroidery here on the collar. Just truly stunning blouses. That's the first one. Next, this one I was really drawn to because in my mind it had a very kind of colonial sort of vibe to it. My mom, we had a Christmas tree one year that she handmade all the ornaments, and they were very like Victorian colonial inspired, and oddly enough this just made me think of that Christmas tree. This also the details that you'll see in the way that their cuffs are kind of cut on an angle just have such a flattering lie on your arm, and then you also have the same collared detail goes all the way through the back. Again, very sheer and very cool in the summertime. That's what I really appreciate. You can layer this with a sweater easily for the fall. It's cool enough in the summertime. And this one I get away with not wearing any camisole underneath. I feel like a nude bra and you're just fine with this one. Alright, next comes my favorite Doên blouse. I just adore the sleeves on this. So it doesn't really do it justice here, but you have this very like 1830s inspired sleeve. And then this kind of not quite an empire waist, but really high cut to it, and all these little pleats that hang down. Details here, so this does not button up, but the buttons and the buttonholes go all the way around, these little covered buttons. It's just stunning. So I bought this one first on Poshmark. I got an excellent deal on it. It is missing one of the buttons, yes, the third button back. Here, that didn't really bother me too much. But I loved it so much and I kept wearing it. This is a really hard style to find. But then I saw this one, which is absolutely stunning. So I grabbed this one also. These were all Poshmark finds. This one has all the buttons. It is in excellent condition. I've been wearing that a ton. And then this is the newest purchase that I made. And I just love this. I'm so happy to have all three. They were all fantastic steals. And I feel like I'm going to get a ton of wear out of those. But this one is a little bit more summery and light and airy. This one has a very kind of Victorian, Edwardian sort of higher collar when you wear it. It's got these little buttons, and it has a very feminine cut to it. So there's these little, I don't know if it'll show up, but there's little tiny just sort of tucks all throughout that give it just a slight little curve to your body. Again, details on the arms, gorgeous, and it has a tiny little poof to the sleeve, but nothing too dramatic. So I feel like this is a good blouse. It just kind of is feminine and very sweet, I guess you could say, for this blouse. So it's good if you aren't ready to be too over the top in your look, but you just want a really pretty blouse. Yeah, I love that one. Alright, next up is kind of the blouse that Doên is known for. It's their Jane blouse. This is kind of like a artist smock inspired sort of blouse, I would say. It looks like absolute craziness on the hanger. It's just this giant mass of kind of squared off fabric, but there's something about it when you put it on that it just kind of comes alive. So I really love to wear the sleeves rolled up a little bit, tuck this in. I've seen a lot of pictures of people even wearing this as like a bathing suit cover in the summertime thrown over. It's so light and airy, very fun to wear. This was one of my first Doên purchases in one of their sales that I found. So super cute with like white cutoffs. This looks great. Linen pants, it looks great with jeans, you name it. It kind of just is like one of those go with anything pieces. And so I have a second Jane blouse. This is in their Austin plaid. So the Jane blouse in Austin plaid, of course I had to purchase it, and I also get a ton of wear out of this blouse. It has a bunch of little pleats up here at the top that just kind of give it really pretty hang. Not much to say, it's equally gorgeous. All right, another one of my, this might be the most, I don't know, it's hard to say because they're all gorgeous. This blouse has so much detail to it. So you've got rows of little tiny pleats here down the front. It's a very cropped style. It still has a little bit of kind of a curve to the cut on it. You have a little tiny poof to the sleeve, pleats coming down the arms, and then this little tiny gather in the sleeve that just kind of helps it go up and over. It's just stunning. It's another blouse that when it's on, you can really see all the details. So you have rows here of pleats going all the way across the back, and then a little tiny gather at the back here, and it's almost cut in a little kind of slight curve there too. This style is very cropped. Doên does have a few that are super cropped like this. wearing them open sometimes helps them feel less like I'm wearing a crop top. And I do tend to wear the shorter ones because I have a very long torso, so they're even more cropped on me. I wear high-rise jeans, and then just a little camisole tucked on underneath makes it feel fine. Next up, this blouse. This is a collaboration with Net-a-Porter, I believe. It was a specialty. I believe this one is Liberty Fabrics, which are obviously stunning. This one, what really drew me to it is all of the smocking detail here at the top. I just fell in love with this blouse. So on the back, rows of buttons. I have actually worn this flip-flopped, so wearing this as the front also works. And then again, the attention to detail. You've got smocking here on the sleeve, and then that same very gently kind of gives like almost an Elizabethan kind of feel to the sleeves. It's just gorgeous. This one does have a little bit heavier weight to the fabric, I would say, than some of the others, but still definitely cool enough to wear in the summertime. Alright, next is the Albertine, which I first saw on Kate Boss. I fell in love with this blouse. It is extremely hard to find. They did bring it back, as you'll see in the next one. But I bought this one used in a medium. It's a little bit big in the shoulders, but I really wanted this blouse, so I was fine with the oversized cut. This one is so unique in that you have these little teeny tiny pleats on the inside of the sleeve, and then I don't know if you can tell, it doesn't show as well, but this sleeve is also very angularly cut. Just gorgeous, very Edwardian inspired. You can wear it buttoned up across here. I tend to wear it open at the collar, but I feel like this blouse with ripped jeans and some Vans is just the perfect mix. You could throw like a faux leather jacket over this, and it would just get a really cool street vibe to it. The back, so much detail. Again, they really love to include this detail in the back of the blouses, and it just adds a lot of femininity to it. So I really appreciate that. So this is going to be my experiment. You guys can tell me what you think. So, like I said, that blouse is extremely hard to find. They kind of did a updated version of it, and this was the only color that was in stock. I bought it with plans to dye it. I've never dyed anything before, but I figured, what the heck, let's have a little bit of fun. Tell me if you think I should leave it in this color and just go for it, or if I should dye it. I don't know what color I would dye it, but yeah, guys, give me your opinion and let me know what you think. So same blouse, this one is a small, I believe, so it does fit a little better than the other one. It's stunning, one of my favorite blouses that I own. Alright, next we have this, I believe is called the Plum. It's a little bit less cottony feeling. This one might be silk, I don't know. What does it say? Let's find out together. This is an extra small. Normally, this one is cotton viscose, so blend. I believe the others are all just cotton. So I don't know if you can tell, but this whole entire front panel is all little tiny pleats going across the back, and this gorgeous collar. It has a button-up sort of cuff to it. It just hangs really pretty on the body, and I really enjoyed this print. As you can tell, I'm very much into florals. This one I did buy new, and I've had a lot of fun wearing this one also. This one I feel like stretches really well into the winter months. you can wear a sweater over it, and the little bit darker floral goes really well with fall, winter vibes. So this next one is the same blouse. This is the Plum, same pleats. I bought this used off of Poshmark, and I have not tried to steam it down yet, but as you can see, the collar kind of stands frilly up instead of the new one that I bought that lays down so nicely. So just something to be aware of when you buy secondhand. Sometimes the fabric is in perfect condition, but it might lay a little different based on how the people kind of had it hanging, and it can take a little bit of time for it to sort of come back to life. But really happy I have this print. It's very kind of fall vibes to me, but I have no problem wearing colors all through the year. So this next blouse, this is another one. It was like very, let's see if I can hold it up for you to see the fabric. So it was very kind of Williamsburg sort of vibes to me. I have a love-hate relationship with this blouse. So I absolutely adore the fabric, and it has sort of a quilted stitching going through it, which I love. Super soft and flowy. I cannot stand the way that these ties look on me. It just is not flattering when I try to do it up. Or even when I leave it hanging open, it just doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do, I tried it on the other day and I think it's going to work really well. So I'm going to leave all the way to this top button where the kind of quilting starts, and just give one stitch and give it like a faux V-neck sort of look to it. So stay tuned. I'm going to attempt to film when I do that and kind of show you how to take something that you have and make it work for you. We'll see if it works, but in my head it's going to be brilliant. We'll find out together. Alright, and then this blouse has a very sort of, what is the name? I can't think of the name. Is it Belmont sleeve? I probably get that totally wrong. But it's got a very flowy sleeve to it that kind of starts even like almost at the bottom of the blouse. There's these cute little ties. I wore this the other day, and I had it tied so that I could, it was still a little loose, but I could push it right to the top of my elbow, and it would kind of stay there, which was a lot of fun. And again, I have a longer torso. It's not long, but it's not short. I can still just tuck it into high-waisted jeans, and I really like the look of that. As you can see, a lot of Doên blouses are very billowy. I prefer the tucked in look for me. Alright, and then the last three are not blouses, but knitwear from Doên. This was the first one that I bought, and pardon, it was in the pile to hand wash, and I grabbed it out, so it's a little wrinkly. This is the exact little tiny rosebud pattern that my blankie was, and I saw this and was like, I have to have this blouse. It has this sweet little bow at the top. It's kind of like a light thermal, so it does have the little thermal sort of pattern dots to it. They advertise these, I believe, as loungewear, so it could be pajamas. To me, I wear it regularly. It's so soft, so comfy. They are a bit pricey, regular price, but again, I feel that for the fabric quality, that they are well worth it, and you'll get a lot of wear out of it. So that one, and then I loved it so much. I was wearing it so often. I grabbed in a sale this version, which is kind of the same, but it has, it almost looks tea-dyed, and then has sort of tan rosebuds instead of the pink one. So love this one. It's the exact same cut as the other one was. It has a pretty low scoop neck to it. And then the last one that I bought is another knit. This one has a little bit longer sleeves than the other one, and it has a higher neckline to it. But again, the little tiny bow detail, so soft and so comfy. Definitely worth it. And I feel like if you invest in pieces that you really truly love, you'll wear them over and over again. You won't get tired of them. You'll get your money's worth out of each and every piece and feel good about yourself every time you wear it. So thank you for hanging in there with me through this whole video. I know it was a little bit long. I hope it inspires you to sort of see some details that you want to look for in your own clothing, inspire you. Don't forget, you don't need to go and buy these exact same blouses. All throughout my life I've had different budgets to spend on clothing, and I try to find inspiration in brands, and then you can always go out and look for it and find it in something that fits your budget. So I hope you had as much fun looking through these as I did. I will next time let me know what you would like to see, if you want this format again with me going through some of my other Poshmark find blouses that I have, if you would like to see outfits. I enjoy talking about them no matter what, so I want to make videos that you would enjoy watching. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye.